Hello everybody, this is Refresh, and I only have time to do the draft portion of this Aetherdrift draft, but we're going to get that part started right away, and after that we'll come back tomorrow to play some games with it. But that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to finish editing my Quandrix pre-release deck and then put that up soon too, so I only have time for one of these things for tonight. But looks like we're gonna have enough players. I just need one more. It's an interesting version of Chandra. Every artist obviously renders their characters differently, but yeah. I remember when she was the face of M14, Magic 2014. That was a lot of Chandra back then. She's back. I've never really liked her as a character. As a planeswalker, obviously she had some really powerful incarnations, but as a character, I've never really been that into her. Let's see, what do we got? Thunderous Velocipede. What does this do? A 5/5 trample. Each of the vehicle creature enters with an additional +1/+1 counter. Its mana value is 4 or less. Otherwise, 3 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Wow, that seems pretty strong. I think I take that. I'm passing on Detention Chariot, which is okay. Plowthrough is a good card that I'm passing. Haunt the Network is a good card that I'm passing. And outside of that, what? Crash and Burn, I guess, is a reasonable removal. Hazard is good. Venom Cyclic is good. But yeah, I'll start with this Velocipede. It makes all my other creatures and vehicles stronger. That seems worth it for 3. And it can even sometimes crew. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, Fang Guardian. That's a good trick on a body. And it stays in green, which, you know, I kind of want to do right now. I don't know what my other color will be. So, yeah, we'll just take this. And it costs 4 mana or more, so it would come in real big. Alright, Fang Guardian it is. Rise from the Wreck can get a creature, mount, vehicle, and creature with no ability. So, that's a creature. It's a vehicle. If I get a mount and a creature with no ability, or do I take Run Over? I think I take Run Over. I'd rather have a removal spell than the first Rise from the Wreck. I might take another one of these later. If it's not for that, I think Cloudspire Captain might be interesting to go like to a white-green deck, but let's just start with Run Over for now. Let's see where it goes. Here, okay, we don't have any green, so we could take the Velocitor as a card. Sundial Dawn Tyrant, I guess, but that's not really what my deck's trying to do. I can also go black and take Siphon Fuel. I like that it comes this late, and I think I'd rather have that because I only have one card that cares about it right now, right? So let's just take the removal spell that's here. Probably a little better for me than Bounce Off, but yeah, let's try that. Fourth pick, Siphon Fuel. It's not an amazing fourth pick, I guess, but it is a removal spell. And I don't need to be in black. I really do want to be in green, though. So I've got to keep my eye out for creatures. Obviously, those Squirrelfoots or those things might be really good. Green dried up really fast, though. Obviously, it's one of the stronger colors, so maybe that's not a surprise. Alright. Pothole Mole or Aether Siphon? Okay, so I can go one way or the other. Aether Siphon is fun in a more controlling deck. Pothole Mole is just generally good. I think that's why I'm going to go with the Mole. I also don't need to... Like, this is really committing me to double blue. This commits me to nothing new. Night Market would be another choice here. I don't think any of the other cards really fit what I want to do here. So, yeah, Mole it is. I think the Siphon is probably a stronger card overall, but... because I've gone so green, like, and I want to stay green because of the Velocipede, I think this is the way to go. And maybe that's me being a little too determined to stay in the color that I opened my bottom area in. But it's a double green. If it was a single green, I might just splash it, you know. But I want to make sure I play it. So I'm either going to go green, black, or green, whatever my second color that shows up that is decent is. And we'll see. You know, this could still end up like a green-white mounts and whatever deck. Molt Tender. Oh, that kind of fits in with the Siphon Fuel. Siphon Fuel is not going black would fit in pretty well with that. So I guess Molt Tender it is, and maybe we can get like a something like a Chitin Gravestock or back. This Lotus is definitely not what I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't think I'm passing anything else that's extremely important there. Locust Spray probably better than the Jaguar for me, and if I was going white, I guess the Collision Course wouldn't be bad as a removal spell, but that's not where we're going. I can also take Rugged Highland to go splash for green, but I'll start with the Locust Spray. Matches with the Siphon Fuel, you know. Okay, do I want to take Silken Strength, or do I want to splash into white for Dune Drifter? When this vehicle enters, return target artifact or creature card with mana cost and value X or less. Is that good enough to splash? I think I'd take that over the Silken Strength. And maybe I'd play it if I can get enough fixing for it. Like this color card. It's going to be better than these two, right? I'm not playing white. I don't want Silken Strength. So yeah, we can try to splash it with that. Tranquil Cove we don't want. Do I want a Lacrian Jaguar though? No, right? I'll take it. It's in color. Hoping not to play that if I can avoid it. And then nothing in color here. So let's see. We'll take this as a card that I might play if I have to. I'll take the Sarcophagus because I'm probably not playing the white card. But I don't know if I'm going to play that either. Take this. Probably not play that. Another one that I'm not playing. Okay. Repurposing Bay, nope. Morganda, nope. Nope. Necro Regent, that could be okay. I'm not really a racing deck. I could pass it and like take the Veloheart Bike, I guess. Or the Scoured Barrens to get that Dune Drifter. I think that there's enough going on here. It's just that I don't have any way of starting the race here. Or I could just take the Veloheart Bike. I think we just take the Veloheart Bike. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get the benefit from this. Then it's just an expensive 5-mana card. Whereas Veloheart Bike will help me fix and ramp, which I like. I mean, Pact Altair is in color, and it's a strong card, but it's not what I'm trying to do here. This gets an artifact from my graveyard to the battlefield. No, I don't think we take that. This is not what we want to do, so I don't want to take another Veloheart Bike. I guess we'll take a Night Market. This is not an amazing pack. I feel like the Locust Spray could potentially come back around too. So we'll just take Night Market and make sure we can get whatever second color. I mean, we could end up white too, for all we know. This grabs a Plains. I like Tarion. That's a nice big green card. I wouldn't mind like the Engine Rack or the Gibber Omnivore or the Wreckage Wicker Folk, but this is a nice big beefy top end. So happy to take that. Maybe replace the Alacrian Jaguar with it. Let's see. So far, yeah, I'm gonna... Maybe I'm splashing white for this and I can get back something stronger. I had to take some, you know, not so amazing cards, but we'll see. I think that there's still hope here. I'm deep in green. And the Thunderous Velocitor. Ooh, Thundering Broodwagon is excellent. And that really sets me up as a black-green deck. Passing this card, which I guess could be alright, but I don't want that. These are not what I'm trying to do. Right? Yeah, that's not what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I think the Broodwagon... We wouldn't mind the Gibber Omnivore, don't get me wrong, but Broodwagon is nice top-notch card. Here, I think I have one Siphon Fuel. I think I just want a Deathless Pilot to make sure that I have enough 2-drops so I don't get walked over, like face stomped. That'll let me cut some of these weaker cards that I have on the bottom here, like the Sarcophagus, which is not what I want to be playing if I can avoid it. Bestow Greatness is the only card in color, and probably the only card I want of these. Yeah, I don't want to splash for any of these, right? Crash and Bird, I guess, is the one card I might, in the worst case scenario, splash for, but yeah, we'll take a single Bestow Greatness. Beast Rider Vanguard is a nice filler that, you know, is a card that you actually might want at some point. Yeah, happy to have that because that card will, in the late stage, if you have these, like they're gonna help take over Pilot will probably get cut if I can cut it. Shortcut is not what I want. Not playing Push the Limit. I could take a Wild Roads here. Or Silken Strength, or an Aether Jacket. Let me see here. Yeah, Aether Jacket maybe. I don't love it, but I guess it's a card. And I like it better than the Silken Strength trick. Well, I got it up with a Wild Roads anyways. Alright, nothing came back around from the pack 1 that I really want, so we'll just rare draft, I guess. Yeah, we'll just rare draft. We're not going to play it. This I can use like a... Alright, nothing here either. So let's grab one off-color card, like slightly off-red card that we might be able to play. Chef at Archfiend. I could play that, actually. If I can dump it in my yard and get it back. We'll take the Silken Strength now. Hopefully not playing that. Not going to play that. Okay. Hopefully not playing these blocking sarcophaguses either. Necro Regent we don't want. Is this worth? Up to 2 monster vehicles. That's pretty strong. That might be... Actually, Perilous Sniller. Since I'm splashing white off of the Verge, it might actually be worth it to take the Snare or Soul of Valkyria. I think the Snare is strong enough to take as a removal spell over the run over, even if it's off color, because if that turns on, it's quite strong. I'm not taking Salvation Engine. Yeah. I mean, it's strong, but I don't think that's what we're doing here. Point the Way. Ramps lands. Take the Omnivore or the Lagak. I can take the Bleachborn Verge, but I'll just see if it comes back around again. Is this what I want? No, right? It's slow, and it doesn't help me to get there. So yeah, we'll take the Omnivore. Maybe we'll get the Lagak back. Yeah, that's not worth splashing. I think Snare's worth splashing. Oh, Debris Beetle is totally worth taking, though. That's on color. I'm passing a Hazard of the Dunes and Surveyor. I think both of these are good, but this is a really good... As far as vehicles go, it's on the better side of things. What is this? Reach. When you cycle this, destroy up to 1 target. I mean, it's a 2 mana Reach creature that can destroy a thing. So that's probably worth it. When it's saddled. It's a flyer when it's saddled. It can counters on things. It's pretty good too, but I'd rather not splash any more than I have to, so the Web Strike lead is a little better for me. Plow Through is good. I take that over any of these cards. Yeah, we're heavy green with a little bit of black, and maybe we'll even be able to cut that. We'll see. No, nothing there. We're taking over that. Yeah, we're very slightly not black. Intimidation Tactics. I don't think I want that. Ooh, Triton Gravestalker is good. I wish I had a better way of milling than the single pothole mole that I got, but I think the Gravestalker fits this deck pretty well. Okay, we're going to have to make some cuts. No. Oh, we don't have to make cuts yet. Okay. Here, I'm just going to grab the... Oh, the Jungle Hollow fits really well with my deck. Yeah. If not, I would have taken the Broken Wings, but Jungle Hollow is an easy pick. Deathless Pilot, probably not going to get played, but we'll see. There might be weaker cards in this deck somewhere. Yeah, I don't have a lot of self-mill, and I don't have a lot of getting stuff back from the graveyard, so it's not as hot of a deck as I'd hoped. Point the Way. Sure, I mean, I don't think I'm playing it, but I guess that's an option too. Then another Siphon Fuel, sure. Okay, we're going to make some more cuts here. We're going to take this Amonkhet Raceway that we're not playing. And then this Lacrian Jaguar that I'm definitely not playing. I got the other one right, yeah. This Forest that I'm not, well, I'm playing Forest, so I have to worry about that part. So we're kind of splashing, well, not really splashing. Black is like a low secondary color, and then white is entirely splashed for these two. This getting a creature card back from my graveyard does make it pretty good. So, okay. So, white, black, green. I'm not playing any of those. I need to cut 3 cards. That's not too bad. I don't have any way of getting things back from my graveyard. So, the Shepherd Archfiend is less good unless I can ramp to it. Right? I didn't see any Raise Dead cards, and then this is a 3/3 reach, and I can cycle it to destroy another card. So yeah, that's probably pretty good. I think that works pretty well in this format. We're gonna cut the Silken Strength for sure. Plow through we keep. Point the Way is a question mark. I'm not sure that I can get there with speed enough for this to be good. I don't know if that Gibberic Omnivore is going to last either. Kind of have like a weird curve to this deck too. How many vehicles do I have? I have the Brood Wagon, the Debris Beetle, the Velocipede, and the Fellow Heartbike, and the Dune Drifter. That's a lot of vehicles. I might need to cut something. But these are all pretty strong as it goes. I guess I could cut white altogether. And then that would save me a little bit of mana headaches. It does get rid of Perilous Snare and Dune Drifter, which I think are pretty good given what my deck is. Oh, I guess this is how I get things back from my graveyard to the battlefield. But I don't think the Shepherd Archfiend is something I'm trying to get back from the graveyard to the battlefield. If I cut the Drifter though, that this like get stuff back from the graveyard plan is kind of out of the water here, right? If that's the case, then maybe these are not so good. I don't have a lot of ways of self-milling, right? I have the Mold Tender. Just that, right? So maybe I need to rely more on ramp, like the Velhard Bike and the Point the Way, to get me there. And then these can get me oh, this is so expensive. I feel like I'm not the Point the Way deck. But that helps me play these white cards. I could just cut the white cards and be a green, slightly black deck with some decent cards in the mix. Obviously, I wish I could get this back. And maybe that's why Dune Drifter and Point the Way getting me the mana, consistent mana to get up to bringing something like this back from these back from the graveyard is a good thing. I don't have a lot of great removal, so I think the Siphon Fuels fit in this deck. How am I doing with creatures? I don't have a lot of creatures either, so I can't cut creatures. So the things I need to cut are non-creature spells. So like Locust Spray, Point the Way, Run Over. I want to keep those because they're all removal. I could cut the Perilous Snare and the Dune Drifter. That cuts 2 non-creature spells. And then I'm trying to ramp into the Shepherd Archfiend instead of bring it back from the graveyard. That's an option. I am losing a removal spell, but this is not that. Other than bringing something back from the graveyard at +2 mana, is not that great, right? So, yeah, okay, let's cut the white, and then I don't have to worry about white. And then this is a bit more easy of a build. So this is more of a ramp deck than a graveyard deck. I thought it was going to be more of a graveyard deck, but that's fine. I cut non-creature spells, which is important because I'm a little short on creatures here. And then I have... The goal is to ramp up, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 vehicles. I have Deathless Pilots to try to drive these things. I have ramp with Point the Way, the Mold Tender, to try to get to playing my big bombs here. If things die, the Gravestalker will become a little less expensive. You know, it's not obviously my best version of this deck. Would love to try to get these things back from the graveyard somehow, but this is not what this deck is. I'm just trying to get some of this value and power from having these. If this goes on the battlefield, then all my other creatures get stronger. I have a lot of other creatures, unfortunately, but they do get stronger, so that's nice. So yeah, let's try this out. And oh, let's just double check. Yeah, 15 to 10. So we're definitely leaning a bit more green. That's 9 green versus 8 black. I think that's fine. This can be one of either, so 10 and 9. So yeah, okay. Black green is the deck. All right, I'm gonna come back tomorrow to play this. So in the meantime, let's open some packs and call it a night. We have our Duskmourn pack, which is Come Back Wrong. Okay, that could be pretty good. I like Come Back Wrong. Withering Torment also good, but the potential to get this back and then like sacrifice it or use some other ability is probably pretty good. Definitely better than Live or Die, which is kind of slow. Don't get me wrong; these are three good black cards as well as a good green card in the mix with the Say Its Name. So any of those could be picks. We'll try a couple Foundations packs now. Here is, in this pack, I'll take Essence Scatter. Just a 2 mana, stop whatever you're trying to do is probably good enough. Nothing else here is all that amazing. And then here, Preposterous Proportions. I mean, I don't think you should play this, but I guess it is literally a big card. I think I should be taking Think Twice. I think that's a correct pick. Maybe Essence Scatter. These two seem to be the best cards in this pack. But because it's a rare, and seeing those giant squirrels topple everything, it does make me want to try it. So I'd try Preposterous Proportions. But if you're responsible, one of these two blue cards is probably the correct pick. And then Aetherdrift gets us these cards here. And of them, what is this? Creatures you control have 6/6 in addition and oozes. Whenever they cast a spell, you create a 3/3 green elephant creature token, except that it's a 6/6. Here's the deal. Responsible pick, probably Greenbelt Guardian, maybe the Scavenging Skyray if you really want to like try the cycling deck, or Hazard of Dunes. I think any of these two are probably the best picks, followed by Scavenging Skyray, but I'm gonna try the March of the World Ooze. I mean, it looks ridiculous. And I would like to see if it works. So I would try that. But if you're going to be responsible, yes, take the Greenbelt Guardian. Probably is the best card in this pack. And then Hazard of the Dunes is also pretty good. Scavenging Skyray is good. Chant Gravestalker can fit into a lot of decks too. But yeah, Greenbelt Guardian I think it fits into just about everything pick. And if you want to be ridiculous like me, take the March of the World Ooze. So that's going to be it for me. Let me know what you thought about the draft in the comments below. If you enjoyed this stream, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my streams, you can hit subscribe. This is Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Good night.